HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, is the set of rules that governs how your browser requests web pages and how servers send them back. The way this works is that every time you visit a website, your browser sends an HTTP request to the web server. The server reads it, finds the right files, and sends them back. Your browser then displays the page. This entire exchange happens in milliseconds. Without HTTP, there is no web. HTTP is not the internet itself, it's the language browsers and servers use to talk to each other. The internet is the road. HTTP is the rules of the road. But everything sent over HTTP travels as plain text. Your requests, your data, your passwords, all of it is readable by anyone who intercepts it. This is fine for a public news article, but for logging into your bank, it is a serious problem, which is exactly why HTTPS was created. HTTPS, Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure, is HTTP, with an encryption layer called TLS added on top. The way this works is that, before any data is exchanged, TLS performs a handshake, where both sides agree on an encryption method and exchange keys. After that, everything sent between you and the server is encrypted. Even if someone intercepts it mid-transfer, all they see is unreadable scrambled text. Without HTTPS, typing your password on a login page sends it across the network as plain, readable text. Anyone on the same Wi-Fi a coffee shop, an airport can capture and read it directly. With HTTPS, that password is encrypted before it even leaves your device. But HTTPS does not mean a website is trustworthy. The padlock only means the connection is encrypted, not that the site is legitimate. FTP. File Transfer Protocol is a protocol built specifically for transferring files between two computers over a network. The way this works is FTP opens two separate connections. The first is the command channel for instructions like logging in and navigating folders. The second is the data channel for the actual file transfer. This two-channel design makes FTP more efficient than HTTP for large file uploads and downloads. HTTP can download files, but it was designed for web pages. FT was built purely for moving files, which makes it faster and more reliable for large transfers. But FTP sends everything in plain text, including your username and password. Anyone monitoring the network can read your credentials directly. This is why modern systems use SFTP, which is FTP, running over SSH encryption. TCP Transmission Control Protocol is the protocol that makes sure data arrives at its destination completely and in the correct order. The way this works is that data traveling over the internet gets broken into small chunks called packets. TCP numbers every packet, sends them, and reassembles them in the correct order on the other end. If any packet gets lost, TCP detects the gap and requests it again. Without TCP, data arriving out of order or with missing pieces would be normal. Web pages would load with chunks missing. File downloads would be corrupted. TCP is why this doesn't happen. But this reliability adds overhead. TCP constantly confirms every packet arrived before moving forward, which creates latency. For live video calls or gaming, where speed matters more than a missing packet, this overhead is too slow. That's exactly where UDP comes in. UDP User Datagram Protocol sends data without checking if it arrived. It is. TCP has faster, less reliable counterpart. The way this works is UDP fires packets at the destination and immediately moves on. No confirmations, no reordering. Whatever arrives at the other end is what the receiver works with. Compare TCP and UDP on a video call. With TCP, a lost packet causes the call to pause and wait for the missing data, creating a freeze. With UDP, if a packet is lost, the call continues with a tiny glitch. For real-time communication, that trade-off is worth it. But you would never use UDP for downloading a file or sending an email, because missing packets mean corrupted or incomplete data. UDP is only the right choice when speed matters more than accuracy. Live video, gaming, and voice calls. SMTP. SMTP Simple Mail Transfer Protocol is the protocol that handles sending emails from one mail server to another. The way this works is, when you hit send, your email app hands the message to an SMTP server. That server finds the mail server responsible for the recipient's domain and delivers the message there, sometimes passing through several servers, like a relay race. SMTP only handles outgoing mail. It is not the protocol that loads your inbox. When your emails appear after opening Gmail, that's a different protocol called IMAP. SMTP's job ends the moment the message is delivered to the recipient's server. But SMTP was designed with almost no security. Originally, any server could send an email pretending to be anyone, which is exactly why spam and email spoofing became massive problems. SSH Secure Shell is a protocol that lets you remotely control another computer through a fully encrypted connection. The way this works is SSH verifies your identity, then opens an encrypted tunnel between your device and the remote machine. Every command you type and every response travels through that tunnel as scrambled data. Anyone monitoring the connection sees nothing useful. Before SSH, administrators used a protocol called Telnet. Telnet sent every command in plain text, including login passwords visible to anyone on the same network. SSH replaced Telnet entirely by making remote access encrypted and secure. If a weak password is used, and SSH is exposed to the internet, bots run thousands of password attempts per hour in what's called a brute force attack. WebSocket. WebSocket is a protocol that keeps a permanent two-way connection open between your browser and a server, so data can flow instantly in both directions. The way this works is HTTP. Is one directional, your browser asks, the server responds, and the connection closes. For most websites, this is fine. But for live chat, stock tickers, or multiplayer games, constantly reopening connections is too slow. WebSocket starts as an HT connection, then upgrades into a persistent open channel that stays alive as long as needed. Compare a chat app using HD versus WebSocket with HD. Your browser has to keep asking the server every second any new messages. With WebSocket, the server pushes the new message to you the instant it arrives. No repeated asking. That's why modern messaging feels instant. So, to put it all together, HTTP is the language browsers and servers use to exchange web pages. HTTPS adds encryption so no one can intercept your data. FTP is built purely for transferring files. TC.P guarantees every packet arrives completely and in order. U.P trades reliability for speed in calls and gaming. SM.P handles sending emails between servers. Every time you use the internet, all of these are running simultaneously, each doing its specific job so that everything just works.